What is up, guys? Welcome to this episode of How Can 7 Pirates Screw This Game Up Any Further? I'm YodaDaWise. Let's check it out. All right, so we have this new feature where they added a Bridge 23, which you can't see it from here because, it's broken. But if you click on my arc, it'll say that I'm level 23. Oh, yay. So, moving on, what does this unlock? Come down here to research, and you're going to see there's a new tab called Talent. This is going to enable you to open up modules that you're going to be able to plug into almost any tier type. I believe it at least has to be tier 9, but these give a special boost to each, or they give a special boost altogether, and you have to unlock other items specifically to the troop that you want to add these to, which we'll go over here in just a moment. But the way this works is first you have to unlock the armament module. Then you have to at least unlock level 1 of each of these. All right. Infantry, walker, and airship, which will give you access to the energy module, which will make sense here in a moment as to why this is important to get you these 3 unlocks are unlockable. Now, let's go over these really quick. So I'm airship, so I have unlocked the airship for that reason. So the first one at level 1 increases airship final defense by 360 points. I'm not sure if that's percentage or just by base points. I think it's safe to assume percentage. This is how, 7 Pirates works. Walker Nemesis increases damage dealt to Walker by 10%. So this is going to be a RWE booster. Then you have airship base HP. This increases airship base HP by 1800. I'm assuming percentage. It may be points. I'm not entirely sure. They're not quite descriptive there as usual. As you go on, other types will be when dealing damage. Same column allies gain a barrier, causing them to take less damage. That's what barrier is going to be. Weakening. It's going to be a strength and weakening boost. And then the last ones here, these are going to be the interesting ones, especially for airship. Power of airships, for example, when other types of airship are present, deals attack damage to all enemies if target is hit in the first, and I'm going to say they meant to put row there. Let's see if they see here. When for walkers, when other types of walkers are present, gain debuff immunity for the first round, then receive certain blank. We'll never know. For infantry, power of infantry is when other types of infantry are present, gain 1 additional action for the first 2 rounds. So I'm assuming that if you don't have Wings of Eternity on there, you're gonna get an additional go, like Alex, what's her name? The bunny rabbit. She has that twin mode. I assume that's gonna be twin. But as you can see, the reason why I started off this video is how could 7 Pirates break the game even more? Well, one, they're not telling us exactly how they work. We're going to kind of have to infer as we normally have to with these things. And 2, they're not even completed. As you saw with the airship and walker, the final modules to be researched. It leaves us a lot left to be wanting. So what does this even go on to? So now, once you hit that level 23 in your bridge, and you've done some research down there, you go to barracks and you have the transformation button now. You're gonna go to the troop that you want to go to, and as I thought, tier 9 is the base for this. Tier 9, you're only gonna have 3 abilities to unlock here, up to, let's see here. When you get to the tier 12, you get 4. So you're going to be able to track 4 of these modules into the 1 troop type. Obviously, it made sense to put the airship base HP for the Origin, just because their tear space is 100% reliant on HP. And the other part of this too is you can only put one in a slot at a time. So because I have the Walker Nemesis on this one, I will not be able to put Walker Nemesis on this one unless I want to dequip it from the Djinn, or vice versa, move the airship base HP to Djinn and take it off of the Origin. When you open this one up, as you see, you need to have the energy module. So like, as I said, you get all level 1 for the first 3 modules. It opens up energy module to be researched. You research that, it unlocks this one. These ones say they're coming soon. So that would mean we're going to have at least two more sets of these modules to go through that they're going to release on a later date. That's what I get from this. And right now we just have the first 2 steps. So more to come on that. That basically breaks it down. Here I did a quick kill report for a level 25, just so you can see another feature that kind of gives you an idea if you're facing somebody who has this. So you're going to notice in the underneath right here, the little kind of looks like a Star of David. You click on it, you can click on the troop. These don't have a module skill. Okay, cool. You click on mine, you click on the Origin. Oh, look at that. He's got a increases airship base. If you go on to the Djinn, increases damage. He's got Walker Nemesis on it. So this is how you're going to tell if you're, battling somebody, or if you get into a PvP match and you want to know if they themselves are using the modules to boost their power. And I mean, even with the level 25, it's not really a good indicator of like the difference in power, but it does do a lot more damage compared to not having that extra boost on, specifically for like the Origin. So moving on, the other thing to complement, how can the game get any more broken? Now we have this beautiful thing called the Broken Fortress. Broken game, Broken Fortress. What does this mean? Before the troops take action for the first time, damage reduction increases by 100%. This is a 1-slot killer, as long as you do not have first strike. So what does this mean? It means that if you're going to attack someone's arc in any capacity, whether it be in Cassitan regular server or in the Galactic campaign, and they have, like, let's say Dragon Slayer as their defender of their arc in their garrison, they only have the first slot really going. Well, if you have the Broken Fortress on there, you're not going to have first strike. Boom, increases reduction by 100%. That Dragon Slayer just became useless for defense in terms of trying to 1-slot bust and march onto someone's hull. Now, as soon as it gets through the first 3 slots, then it goes away, from what I've seen in videos. So even the description is kind of broken, I guess you could say. Or in other words, when it says action, your troops take action for the first time, it disappears as soon as each slot triggers itself. So say like 1 through 3 trigger, and your damage reduction is going to continue from 4 through 6 until they themselves do their first trigger action. That's what this is. I feel like it's kind of broken. You have to spend right now, in this last event that we just had, about $2,000 US to get it, and that's just not in my pocketbook money right now. So I don't know when I'm gonna get that. But that pretty much breaks down everything that's broken so far. And let's talk about ways to combat this. So what we know so far is any skill that negates damage reduction, and I'm going to show you an example, as King is a good example of this. As long as you see at the bottom here, all right, where it says the damage is not affected by damage reduction effects. King is still going to be a 1-slot buster with anybody with Broken Fortress, because Mind's Eye negates it. It just ignores it. The other ones that ignore this are going to be your Lady Beast with destructive power. So a lot of you with those 1-slot busting Dragon Slayers, it's going to be really rough, because we all know that best offense is the best 4th plugin for her. Depending on the situation, destructive power might be another option there, just to kind of get around that. So yeah, that's those are 2 good examples, King and Lady Beast. Oh yeah, Rita also, but I mean, she's not really a used commander, but her effect does not get affected by damage reduction. So there's some examples there. 7 pirates, how can you break this any further? Once again, I am going to always lash out to say, can we finally call these what they really are, or move on from tier 12? To have 6 different tier 12 is just getting annoying. I know you're all thinking it. Enough of my bantering. So one more thing to go over. As you saw as I was going through each of the modules, there was this new crystal at the bottom required, at least for the first initial 9, as well as the modules to open up the slot in the troop type. That is called wormhole crystals. All right, they're going to be the new unattainable object in this game. And once again, leading on to how broken is 7 Pirates going to make this. But wormhole crystals, WC, that's going to be our new acronym for this one. You can buy them, or you can get them only through buying either the event packs that were available the last 2 weeks, or in the $100 packs, as in the gold super value packs. They're kind of keeping it standard with being 1,000 for each type still. So, but as far as it goes, you're not going to have any other way to get them unless you spend money. All right. So that wraps it up. Once again, any questions, throw a comment, join my Discord. That's in the description on how to do that. There's some stuff on there from past videos that are in like the announcement section that only people in the server have access to, as well as we're building this community. And if I don't answer you, somebody will. I'm starting to see a lot more activity going on in the server. Still minimal, but a lot more activity. But that's what I want to see, is some growth. So feel free to join that server. No conditions other than, be civil, be friendly, and be nice. And until next time, have a great day.